Welcome to the Not My Scene podcast, the podcast where we explore different scenes, communities, subcultures, and corners of the internet and tell you what we find. I'm Yarden.
I'm Kaya.
And I'm Bob.
And this is Charlotte.
And that joke will make sense at the end of the episode.
Not a second before. We're so excited to have you on, one of our funniest friends.
Oh boy.
I feel like we're slowly bringing our circle
into the pod.
Dropping new characters.
Mm-hmm.
Are you bringing it on in order of who's funniest?
In order of who's funniest, who's hottest, who we like the most. So, Den, you go first. What's been your scene lately?
Okay, well, I wanted to piggyback off of what I said last episode of it being our hometown, but I wanted to say specifically the hometown Facebook groups I've been really getting into this week, especially during the tsunami warning. I was like, let me go and see what is going on Vashon All. What are people saying? Because I was kind of like, is this something I'm supposed to be worried about?
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty funny, it's always funny on these groups.
Yeah, but we should say for context, so Vashon has a Facebook group called Vashon All, and it's just everyone on Vashon.
And then there's also a rival group called Vashon For All, which is people that I think didn't like the guidelines or the admins from Vashon All.
We can't put slurs on here. We're going to make our own group, Vashon For All, where you could put slurs in the group.
Well, all lives matter.
I remember Vashon All had some serious enemies or some reply guys that were always, I don't want to name names, but
I didn't get it.
Okay, say it off mic.
Just say it out loud and we'll.
Oh yeah. But the thing is now, they have I don't know if this has always been the case, but the anonymous member posting.
Yes.
And I keep seeing people responding to posts or making posts anonymously. And then all the comments are like, it really shouldn't be allowed to post as an anonymous member because you can say whatever you want.
People are being so much more bold now that you can be anonymous.
Yeah.
are they complaining about each other actively?
I saw a post and it was whose car is this? It's been parked on the side of the road for weeks. And it was an anonymous member post. And then the person responded and they were like, sorry, it's my child. It broke down. We're trying to get rid of the car. But say it with your chest. Post under your profile if you're pissed about the car on the side of the road.
If you're actually just concerned about the car, don't hide.
Yeah, what's there to hide?
Yeah. But for the tsunami specifically, some people were like, you're an idiot for even worrying about this.
You deserve to get swept
you will
away.
only notice if you're in the water with a flashlight.
Wait, what does a flashlight do?
Because it's
to see the wave.
Because you won't
so
even be able to feel
turbulent.
it. You have to be able to see it. It's so small.
And then some people were like, this is an excellent opportunity to get your disaster preparedness ready, which they're both probably correct.
But also I feel like there's literally no point because my understanding of Vashon disaster preparedness is when the big one hits, it's just going to go completely under the water. So really?
Oh,
I don't think that's true.
That's been my excuse for not prepping my whole life.
I feel like someone told me that.
Can't do
Have you
anything.
heard this too? That Vashon was just going to get completely
I don't
submerged?
think that's true. I think if you're on high ground, if you're not by the water, it would be okay. But it is still going to be really catastrophic. It would be really, you wouldn't be able to really get off island. All of the infrastructure would be down. So it would still be really bad. But I don't think it's everyone's immediately dead.
Do you guys remember those emergency kits we used to have to bring to elementary school?
We always put nasty protein
weird
bars.
food. I wanted to try it so bad. I remember remember when it was just like a foil package and just had a label with watermelon on it. It's like,
Is it watermelon in there?
Is it watermelon sugar?
Watermelon kefir.
Yeah.
We've been drinking watermelon kefir this
Really
morning.
weird flavor.
Don't recommend. Not our scene.
Yeah, I liked getting those disaster preparedness kits because it made me like it really opened my imagination to what it would be like if like our whole class was like trapped in the school together.
Yeah, it's like
Sounded
I have
kind
a
of
romantic mind about emergency situations.
It's all dark. We're eating weird watermelon
always
fruit
was
in
jealous,
bars.
Like, you know how some schools, or maybe this was just in books, but they would have like a school sleepover or and like TV.
Mhm.
I wish we did that.
Yeah, I wanted to get like locked in school shooter style.
Desert Island.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I was so desperate as a kid for situations where like I would have to be in forced proximity with boys from our class, you know? Like I was like, I hope this like building gets caught on fire because then I'll get to hang out with the guys in the class. I hope there's a catastrophic earthquake and I get to hang out with the boys for like the
I
day.
hope that I can't make contact with my parents.
So I have to go home to Harry Styles' house where I've been bought.
The trauma will bring us together.
Yeah, but that's been my scene this week.
That's really fun.
Okay. I like it.
How about you? Or you want to go last?
No, I'll go next.
Okay.
So my scene is this morning we were at our friend's garden and her mom has the most amazing garden and she grows blackberries, but they're not just the blackberries that like grow wild on Vashon. They're like cultivated blackberries.
They're thornless.
They're thornless.
Yeah.
And they're huge. Like these blackberries are like, if I'm not using hyperbole, they're like probably the size of a small plum. No, that's still a little bigger than they are. They're basically double the size of a normal blackberry. And so like the kernels are like really defined. And I was eating the blackberry seed by seed. And I realized that I could pluck the kernels of the blackberry off and it left a cob.
Blackberry on the cob.
Charlotte and I were talking about this and because Char was saying that you've been thinking about how nothing else is like on a cob.
Yeah, nothing
Besides
else.
corn.
Yeah,
Besides
corn is the
corn.
only thing on a cob.
But it's blackberries are also on a cob. Like I had each kernel of the blackberry and then all I was left with was a white cob in the middle. And a normal sized blackberry, you wouldn't be able to tell that there was a cob. But this blackberry, it was big enough that the cob, by the time I was done eating all the kernels, the cob was like probably the size of like a
small plum.
It was like if you pulled like an eraser out of a reusable pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because we've been talking a lot about the cob of the blackberries like the last couple of weeks.
You have?
And just normal blackberries.
Why? What have you been
Sibby,
saying?
Donna's niece told us that you can tell if the blackberry is ripe because you look at the core and if it's
That's
purple
true.
or red, then it's ripe.
Yeah, if it has color, that's a better way to tell. But it's like I never realized that the core like went all the way through in such a like.
Was it yummy?
It was kind of nothing, like a cob.
But it was.
I feel like it's kind of like the center of like the white part of an orange.
Yeah, it was like definitely the juice of the fruit is in the seeds.
Yeah.
The cob is just kind of nothing, but it was soaked in the juice. But I tried to suck all the juice off so that I could have a really clear image of the cob alone, and then it wasn't very good.
When you were giving it to Lily, I thought that you had stuffed something in it.
In the cob or in the blackberry?
In the blackberry.
Oh no.
Like you somehow removed the cob and left the blackberry.
Something really bad inside.
You put like a cherry in it.
A cherry?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
It's kind of like a turducken.
Good
A cherry within a blackberry within a plum.
That would be good.
And so
good.
I would like to know, like, if anyone else can think of something that has a cob.
Right into the pod.
Not my pod at gmail.com.
No, please. And I was Googling just before this, like I kept Googling things like blackberry is like corn and like blackberry cob. But obviously blackberry cob doesn't work because it's just cobbler. So it doesn't seem like anyone out there is talking about the fact that blackberry is like corn. So let's try to think of other things if we can.
Yeah. Because like
let's all come together and try to think of other things.
Put our heads together.
This is what we need right now. Because when you pick a raspberry, it just comes off that cob. So I've never thought about that as a cob.
That's so true.
Yeah, I almost was going to talk about raspberries, and then I realized they
do
leave
have
the
a cob, but they leave it
gets
behind.
Left.
Wow.
Imagine if you could do that with corn. Like when you pulled corn off the plant, it was just
like all the corn
shell
stuff
together.
And
then you plop that in a boil, and then you just eat it like that. And you could fill it with butter and salt. The whole of the cob.
That'd be so much.
Or like a hot dog.
And that would be like a natural corn dog.
Yeah.
And it would be like those Korean corn dogs where they put like cheese and corn in it.
They put real corn. Wow. Sounds great.
Yummy.
We need to genetically modify some corn to be able to come off of the cob.
Yeah, it needs like the kernels need to be like made of glue on the edges. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. The kernels need to be made of glue on the edges, okay?
Driscoll Farms, you hearing this? Do your worst.
Or like, is there anything that's like not food but is like a cob?
I can only think of food.
I know. I'm just like corn.
Pits are like cobs.
Pits?
I mean, they're different.
I feel like
you can't eat.
Pits are not like cobs because pits are like the seeds, right? They're the stone, and like
it's like opposite.
It's opposite, almost like pits are almost like kernels. I think.
Okay,
we need a fruit biologist on the pod.
With blackberries, you eat the cob, but corn you don't.
Yeah,
so I really
you don't have to eat the cob.
But it's like it is so like a cob. Like when I was taking you just got to take my word for it. When I was taking the little kernels off, it was exactly like corn on the cob.
How you can like eat a carrot, the outside and it has like a cob in the center.
Yeah.
No.
It's like actually not really a cob because it's like the most flavorful part. But
I'm amazed you've never done this with a carrot.
I have with baby carrots. Yeah. I haven't done it with a big one.
How you can like unpeel it with your teeth.
Yeah.
It seems so man-made.
The carrot.
Yeah, it has the little guy in the
core,
middle.
the cob.
Yeah. The cob.
Carrot on the cob.
It's kind of like our spines are cobs.
We're just kernels.
Well, it's like our arm is a kernel and our eye is a kernel.
Our brain is just a kernel on the cob. That is our spine.
When people get BBLs, they're like plumping up their butt kernels.
Yeah.
But then they're kernel.
The grossest phrase I've ever heard. Plumping up your butt kernel.
And when people shave their heads, they're taking the kernels off the top. But I guess actually like the head is also a kernel.
It's like the corn silk.
That's so true.
Oh yeah. And clothes are the
shuck. Yeah. When I take off my clothes, I say I'm shucking. I'm gonna shuck into something a little more comfortable.
Wow. Something to think about.
Yeah. Please write in if you can think of something else that's actually corn.
We're really drowning over here.
You don't have to write in like, yeah, the human body's corn. That's not as good. But if you can think of something like a blackberry, I want to know about it. Okay, Shar, what is your scene?
I just gotta say, that's not what I thought you were gonna do for your scene.
What, you thought I was gonna do watermelon kefir?
I thought you were gonna do the picture.
That could be your scene.
I'm thinking about it.
Kaya got the hottest photo of herself that's ever, or of anyone that's ever existed at a
Yeah,
photo
hottest
booth
photo
at this
period.
wedding.
Yeah, my gob was on fire.
I need to post
kind of
it.
insane, honestly, you guys. Like, I'm not huge on people taking photos of me in general. And I think I have a more dynamic beauty. Like, it's hard to capture in one photo. But at this wedding we were at, which was so fun, Lily, who was on our last episode,
Shout
out Lily. It was her wedding. They had this fun like photo booth where you could press a clicker, like a garage door opener, and it would take a photo of you with like a school photo backdrop. And yeah, the hottest photo. We took it was me and my fiance Drew, and we took the photo, and then there was like a screen where the photo you had taken would pop up because there wasn't like a mirror, so you couldn't see what you looked like as you were taking the photo, and the screen populated, and we both were like, oh my god. It's like kind of a crazy
like
photo.
The wind is blowing in her face.
And like my like face is just like, it's like so America's Next Top Model.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They look like the coolest shoegaze band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It doesn't feel like me, but I'm happy to have photographic evidence of it. And it was so good that someone I didn't know at the wedding saw the photo, because there was a book where we were taping the photos in as like memorabilia, as memories for the couple. And someone approached me cold in the reception and said, I just want to let you know I saw the photo you took and it's so hot. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, thanks.
And it looks like airbrushed, even though it wasn't edited.
Yeah,
or like
and
no filter.
my hair is like blowing in the wind. It's just really
it's
something
crazy.
Yeah,
like blue steel.
Yeah, it's like I almost. Yeah, I don't even really know what else to say about it. It's just the hottest photo of me ever. So
the sisters needed to know.
Yeah,
we could put it in the photo dump, I guess.
Yeah, you got it.
It'll be on the Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my
All right,
goodness.
Char, what's your scene?
I'll say my scene, very new since last night, but it's seeing shooting stars.
Aww.
Because
do you believe it? Shooting stars.
Exactly. And
you know
that song was playing in my head when I saw
really?
it. Yeah.
Bag Raider?
Oh yeah. Just also at Lily, shout out, friend of the pod's wedding. We were out peeing in nature's toilet, the field. And just looked up at the sky full of stars, and Kaya and I saw the craziest shooting star together.
Huge.
It was half the sky.
It
covered half the sky.
It was scary. It was like a whiteout.
Yeah, it was. I'm not a big space fan, but I did like that. And then we were just talking about it, and then I saw another shooting star. So I kind of think that's my thing now.
Yeah. Me and T missed it, and then you guys wouldn't stop saying, I'm so glad we saw that shooting star.
I'm so glad we all saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna like try and start like finding them, like become a
maybe
Are you gonna become an astronomer?
Maybe, but I famously don't really like space, so that's kind of a conflict of interest for me. Just the shooting stars.
There's a really cool app where you can like, it's like, I think you have to pay for it now, but you like look at the sky through your phone, which maybe is kind of sad, but it's like you hold your phone up and it can tell where it's pointing in the sky, and then it'll show you like what the stars' names are.
Oh, my dad loves that app.
It's really cool.
It kind of plays like some nice ethereal music too.
But like, I guess you don't need it if you're just looking for shooting stars, because it's like you're trying to see the death of the star.
Yeah.
You're not like, whatever it is, it's gone once you see it.
Yeah. Is that what a shooting star is? It's dying?
I don't know.
It's beautiful.
I actually have no idea what a shooting star is.
See something magic.
Like a bee.
They should have played that at the wedding.
Okay.
All right, Bobcheese.
Down to business.
You may have looked at the title of this episode and thought,
that's not a thing.
And maybe you even Googled it and didn't find anything. And that's because we are about to introduce this into the global lexicon.
New scene just dropped.
Bobcheese.
And I have to say, I don't know how much, I think there is community around this, but it's more of an aesthetic, a vibe, and how my friend, shout out Dana, introduced it to me. And I think this came from the camp that she attended, a summer camp, Chimney Corners.
This is the gay camp?
Yeah, it's not officially gay. Just everyone from it is gay now.
Oh, okay.
It's like the opposite of a like conversion camp. It makes everyone gay.
I think that every camp is either a conversion camp or a gay camp. Because people have so many of their first like sexual experiences at them. Not ours, but.
And the conversion camps would be cheugy and the gay camps would be Bobcheese.
Yeah,
for sure.
So she explained it as
Dana explained it as
Bobcheese.
Bobcheese explained.
I said she.
Bobcheese.
Bobcheese.
Dana explained it as like thinking that Bob and cheese are really funny, but then expanded it to things like Crocs with a lot of giblets. Is that what they're called?
Giblets. Giblets. It's like a whole. It defines a aesthetic that I think was popularized when we were in like late elementary school into middle school, like basically early 2000s. And I
like
think
early 2010s too.
Yeah. 2006 to 2012.
Yeah. And I think it was really founded with this idea of Bob as a comedic element. Like some people might not even we need to dig deeper into the idea of just Bob and cheese being funny. I think like it's like I mean it's kind of like if you know you know, but Bob, like it would be like people would have a name tag and they would write Bob on it and that's the joke. Like the joke stands on its own.
Which is funny because that's just a guy named Robert.
Right. But
I like my sister and her friend wrote a story called Bob the Blade of Grass.
And it was a comedy.
It was hilarious, mostly because of the name.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid is like Cheese Touch from Diary of a Wimpy Kid is like Bobcheese personified. Like that is so Bobcheese humor. Obviously cheese is in the name.
And what I really think about is the meme and website Icon has cheezburger, which is all of the cat memes. It'll be like a cat that's with the text saying Icon has cheezburger.
Yes.
And I actually looked and the website still exists. And it's so funny that all of the like top level menu items are so Bobcheese. It's one of them is Icon has cheezburger. The next is fail blog. The next is meme base. Then animal comedy and geek universe and cheesecake.
Cheesecake spells like CHEEZ.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course.
So Bobcheese is like we like to use it as a term that kind of encompasses all of that world, but it can often be used also in contrast to cheugy as an aesthetic and an idea. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they are necessarily in opposition.
No.
But the center of the Venn diagram is small between Bobcheese and cheugy.
Yeah. Should we get into the alignment chart?
Yeah.
So should we define cheugy first?
Yeah.
Or does everyone know that? Does everyone know? I mean, cheugy is like it's like also around the same time period, but maybe a little bit later. And we're thinking about Ugg boots. We're thinking about Lululemon,
Chevron print,
tall horse girl boots,
The color mint.
The color mint.
Yes. Bump It.
Oh, Live, Laugh, Love.
Yeah. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
Yeah.
Mugs.
I think Bumpits is more McBling.
What is McBling?
Whoa.
That's like Jersey Shore kind of like hot pink zebra print.
Oh, yeah. And is that like McDonald's bling? Is that McBling?
I don't know where that came from. But I think Bobcheese is an aesthetic, but it's also like a genre of humor.
Mm-hmm. And like interests.
Yeah.
Like Bobcheese, you shop at Hot Topic. You probably listen to emo music. You...
Well, I mean, maybe, but that feels like a little too like high culture for Bobcheese.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to. Okay, here. Let me rephrase. I think anyone who listens to emo music and shopped at Hot Topic would identify more with Bobcheese, but you can definitely cheugy. There are things that are Bobcheese that are not that. Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
So we did it. We took a stab at making like an alignment compass, like the political compass. What's the political one again? It's right, left, on the left and right, and then it's authoritarian on the top and libertarian on the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
And so then there's 4 quadrants, and you can place like people's political ideologies in any of those quadrants. And yeah.
And so just as we try to kind of find our place in the world and make sense of where we are, we started putting things into this alignment to understand how deep Bobcheese goes. And so we created an alignment chart with, what was it?
It's Bobcheese to not Bobcheese and not cheugy to cheugy.
Yeah.
Which I think we probably could have done it just one quadrant, how Bobcheese and how cheugy. But that's okay. But I think a good example of something that's really Bobcheese and cheugy is saying doggos.
It's the perfect example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or those shirts that are like about tacos. Like
like an animated taco with eyes, like an anthropomorphized taco, and then the shirt says like
it says something like, Jim, I thought you said tacos.
What?
Wait, okay, this is
what did Jim say?
GYM. Like, it's something about how like I don't work out, like I want to eat tacos.
Okay, but to me
what did Jim say? Tacos.
I feel like to me that's strictly Bobcheese, because
no, but that goes into like the wine mom kind of like.
But something about tacos are so Bobcheese.
Yeah. And this is also so in the time, like the hipster time of like bacon, epic bacon.
I feel like it's really easy to understand Bobcheese and cheugy by which foods would be in which category.
So should we say some foods?
So like bacon, clear Bobcheese, cupcake,
cheugy.
More cheugy. Could be Bobcheese, but way more
what
cheugy.
about
cake pop? Pure cheugy.
Yeah. Starbucks 100% cheugy.
What about avocado? That's
cheugy.
More cheugy.
Avocado toast is the cheugiest thing that's ever been.
A shirt that would be kind of both would be a shirt with a little anthropomorphized avocado, and it says something like it says like making a pit stop, and it's like on the toilet. It's like shitting on a toilet.
Okay, so
that's a good one, Kaya.
Your t-shirt brand is really big.
It says guac is extra. It's so hard to come up with these.
And what is it doing? It's on the toilet, or it's doing something else. Guac is extra.
I feel like getting guac getting guac and paying extra for guac is pretty chewy.
I agree. And then but but a joke about how guac is extra shitting is Bobcheese.
So potty humor is decidedly Bobcheese.
For sure.
Yeah. Is any anthropomorphized food always Bobcheese?
I think cupcake, not necessarily.
Depends on the the style of art.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's a unicorn cake that's been okay, first of all, unicorn cake,
Bobcheese. Unicorns are Bobcheese.
Unicorns are remember Planet Unicorn?
Oh yeah. Planet Unicorn is Bobcheese, but I think a unicorn cake is actually kind of both. Do you know these cakes?
Like it looks like a unicorn.
It has a horn.
It is animated in a very kind of Bobcheese way, but let me just find it. This is a unicorn cake.
We'll post the unicorn cake.
Yeah, I think that's pretty both because the color palette and the eyelashes are so cheugy to me, but the way that it's animated and the unicorn of it all is Bobcheese. So and cakes are just in general
Kaya's showing a white cake with eyelashes and colorful hair and ears and a gold.
It kind of looks like a My Little Pony, but it's on a cake.
My Little Pony is 100% Bobcheese.
I agree.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Do you think that?
Wait, but I want to go back to that question. Do you think that any anthropomorphized food is Bobcheese?
It's hard with more of the modern trendy foods. Tinned fish is definitely gonna be cheugy.
Totally.
Soon.
All of you bitches who are getting tinned fish tattoos, wake up, sweetie. It's the mustache on the finger. You're done for.
Totally.
But imagine
those tattoos, to be clear. But I just
the mustache on the finger.
Get any ideas about how cool it is?
Yeah. But imagine one of their sardines is walking out of the tin with in that big cartoon style on the shirt,
and it says guac is extra, baby. Also, I just have to say, all of the Lisa Says Gob foods, all of the foods promoted by Lisa Says Ga on their baby tees that people think are cool they're gonna be tacos.
I just bought one of those bikinis,
and they're
covered in tinned fish and oysters,
tomatoes, lemon slices, and there's nothing wrong with it. But
yeah, do you think that cheugy is always associated with more feminine things?
I was gonna say that. I feel like. At least in terms of food, more sugary, sweet foods, and then alcohol. Because Bobcheese, not associated with alcohol.
Not at all.
I would say.
Yeah.
There's something very...
I think it's because nerds are teetotalers. They don't really drink that much.
Yeah.
And it's more childlike.
Yeah.
To be Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, in terms of anthropomorphized foods, this isn't really a food, but a glass of wine that's dancing with little arms, that would still be cheugy to me.
Yeah. Anything wine is cheugy.
Yeah.
Beer could get into more Bobcheese.
Yeah.
And alcoholism is cheugy. It's not Bobcheese.
Let's get into the serious stuff.
I'm trying to think of any drug is Bobcheese.
Weed, I think, is way more Bobcheese than cheugy.
I agree.
But it's not that Bobcheese. They were just saying that it has to be one.
Yeah.
And it does have
to
be one.
It's in the quadrant of not very Bobcheese or very cheugy.
Oh, and I do think mushrooms and psychedelics are more more Bobcheese than cheugy.
Yeah.
I agree. Because Charlie the Unicorn, is that what it was called?
Charlie.
No, that's Charlie Bit Me.
Charlie the Unicorn was a thing.
That's so Bobcheese. The jokes about getting his kidney stolen. And I feel all of
Organ
that
harvesting is Bobcheese.
Well, that genre of internet video and comedy was kind of I feel supposed to be
for people on drugs.
Yeah, or mimicking psychedelic.
It was either that or our 5th grade class.
I'm speechless. You stunned me. Please say more.
The audience is either people on drugs or
us in
graders.
5th grade.
Like,
yeah.
It was just things that
and
the
query
boys...
whether doing drugs brings your mind down to the level of a 5th grader.
Salad fingers.
So Bobcheese.
And Fred was very Bobcheese.
Yes.
Okay, so Fred is like if you took a puppet like human and you injected it with pure Bobcheese essence, that is Fred. Like his blood is cheese. His blood is cheese.
His blood is cheese and his body is Bob.
We could call Bobcheese Fred cheese.
Yeah, Fred is almost equivalent to Bob.
Yeah.
God, I would love to talk to Fred about Bobcheese.
Do you want to know something embarrassing?
Huh.
When I first heard the phrase Fred again, I thought it was about that Fred.
Me too. Every time I hear about Fred again, I think of Fred.
Because I don't know another Fred. There's no other Freds
Except for like Fred and George.
Yeah.
George is
Fred
kind of
Armisen,
Bobcheese.
also
George is
Bobcheese.
Fred Armisen?
Yeah.
Totally. All of Portlandia is
all of
Bobcheese.
SNL. Is SNL more Bobcheese or cheugy?
It's both.
It's cheugy when Sydney Sweeney comes on. But also there's something about loving big boobs that's very Bobcheese.
Boob cheese.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's like loving butts in a sexual way is cheugy, but loving butts in a bathroom humor way is Bobcheese because it's childlike.
Yeah.
And kids love boobs because that's where milk comes from. Something that we talked about a long time ago. I was looking through our texts about Bobcheese from 2021.
Notes on Bobcheese.
And a question I posed 4 years ago to you guys was, can Bobcheese be hot?
Like sexy?
Like sexy. Yeah, like what's the hottest thing you can think of that's Bobcheese?
Well, if you think emo bands are Bobcheese, then 100% yes.
Yeah, so true.
Because
Gerard Way.
Definitely some people think like a girl wearing tight shorts and suspenders is hot.
Yeah, like I think
and like fedora and like a mustache.
yeah, like Tumblr core, that kind of girl.
Fishnetty.
Yeah.
Like that photo
That's
of the
more
kids lined up on the
Bobcheese.
fences.
Galaxy print leggings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bobcheese.
All of those like really printed leggings.
Yeah, but then the butt pants, the yoga pants that like flare and are made out of like a tapestry like pattern, those are cheugy to me. Even though they're kind of like counterculture.
Yeah, I guess cheugy is very whatever. It's like mainstream and outdated.
Yeah, but then sometimes things that are like not supposed to be mainstream get so popular that they become cheugy despite it. Like those pants.
Definitely.
But like big titty goth girl, that's like hot Bobcheese, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Other like classic things, lolcats.
Yeah.
Neon cat.
Yeah.
Pusheen is both.
More
Bobcheese,
I'd say.
But I do think Pusheen is a little cheugy because of how like cute and mainstream it is. And like, you know, you could get like so many Pusheen like stickers in Barnes and Nobles and stuff.
Barnes and Nobles is cheugy.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it has Starbucks in it.
But like the smell is more Bobcheese. And all the jokes about having to go into Barnes and Nobles and take a shit is definitely Bobcheese.
Shitting is Bobcheese.
Pure Bobcheese.
9gag super Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Yes. What was that like website that would take you to a random
Stumble upon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
so Bobcheese.
Bobcheese really thrived during the era where we were going to websites and like no one's going to websites anymore.
And apps are kind of cheugy. Like, oh, I've got an app for that.
Okay,
I'm eating a cake
which
pop
of
and I have an app for that.
Social medias do you think is Bobcheese versus cheugy? Facebook, cheugy, 100%.
Twitter used to be
Bobcheese. God.
What am I?
One of mine happens all the time. Reddit is super Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Reddit is like the bastion of Bobcheese. Like that's where the core lives. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's the time capsule. If everything else goes away, that's where Bobcheese is preserved.
And like 4chan is definitely
Instagram's cheugy.
Drew used to have this app on his phone, and I feel like it's kind of red pilled.
I know what you're gonna say. iFunny.
He had this app, iFunny on his phone in like college, and I don't know if it exists anymore. And I think if it does, the memes on there are probably like really all right at this point. But it was just like me. It was just an app full of memes. I think
that was what radicalized him early on.
If anyone knows about iFunny, I would be curious to hear your experience on it.
BuzzFeed is both, I feel like,
but way more cheapy to me.
But they also had a lot of like kind of like listicles of cat memes and stuff.
Okay. Clickhole is Bobcheese, Reductress is cheugy.
Yes, so true.
Or are they both Bobcheese because they're like satire?
Anything funny is Bobcheese?
No. Cheugy, not very funny.
But I don't think Reductress is cheugy.
I want to push back though on listicles of cat memes being Bobcheese. I think listicles innately are cheugy.
Well, it's not one or the other. It can be in the quadrant of both and be more Bobcheese.
Okay, so they're both. Listicles of cat memes are both.
At the end of this episode, we should go through everything we've mentioned and put it on the alignment
I think we should do that and then post
Definitely.
it. Yeah, the video of the cat to the song Sail.
I'd love to watch that video right now.
That's awesome.
Okay, something else that's Bobcheese and cheugy to me is the video of I Knew You Were Trouble, and then when it's it's the goat screaming. Because Taylor Swift in general is pretty cheugy.
Yeah.
And that kind of goat screaming meme is very Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Because once again, humor is Bobcheese.
Like animal videos in general are mostly Bobcheese.
Unless it's more for being cute rather than funny.
Yeah. It really depends. Are you sending the animal video to someone because you want to hook up with them and it's cute? Or are you sending it to
us?
Or are you sending it to them because it's pure funny for you?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the idea that cheugy can't be funny? I want to think of some cheugy jokes. Like, what are some things that are funny that are cheugy?
Like the SNL skit about the brownie husband.
I don't know that.
What's the brownie husband?
It's like a Tina Fey SNL skit where it's like new from Duncan Hines brownie husband.
Yeah. That's
like,
I would say that's both because that's kind of wine mom joke.
Yeah, super wine mom.
The Office is both. That's an example of something that is super Bobcheese but got so popular that it's also
like
cheugy.
Referencing The Office now is cheugy.
Yes, and like people doing the Jim and Pam wedding flash mob dance is very cheugy and a little Bobcheese. But like
flash mobs, more Bobcheese or cheugy?
Cheugy.
I think cheugy because I feel like in general, like gamers don't dance.
It's too athletic.
You have to think about whether a gamer would do it, and that's how you know.
Yeah, that's a good
Guac
one.
is extra.
What about freak shakes?
Oh, we've talked about this.
Does everyone know what a freak shake is?
These were also like really popular to see on Facebook in like the early 2010s.
And I feel like early AI, I feel like some images of freak shakes I was seeing were not real.
Oh, I wasn't seeing AI.
Wow, I know what I'm doing later.
I don't think I've seen freak shakes since like 2015.
AI freak shakes would be like kittens are in the shake, and then parents are posting it being like, please help these poor kittens.
And
there's
lot
like
of AI
real
imagery
tears
is Bobcheese.
Yeah. Okay, freak shakes for context, if anyone doesn't know, they're like those milkshakes that have like donuts on the straw.
Like, and they go like crazy with like pie. Like, then there's a brownie, then there's a slice of pie.
And there's a whole pizza in the freak shake on top.
Yeah.
And a case of Rainier.
They still were kind of a thing. When I moved to New York in 2018, there was like this one place that sold them, and there would always be like a line like around the block. And my mom went up to the line and was like, are they really that good?
And what they say.
That's so funny. They don't know. They haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do you think they're more Bobcheese or cheugy or both or neither?
It's interesting because I feel like waiting in line for a viral food is like one of the most cheugy activities I can imagine.
Totally. Like rainbow bagels, really cheugy to me.
Yeah.
But then, rainbows are so bomb.
Yeah, kind of both.
Also, like, I feel like going crazy with food stuff is kind of Bobcheese.
Like epic meal time. Yes.
Bacon strips and bacon.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wonder what they're doing now. Epic meal time. Where are they now?
They all probably have heart disease.
I think freak shakes are mostly cheugy unless you're putting something super savory in the shake. That's where I'll land.
Again, it's like
if you're wrapping the straw in bacon, then it gets a little Bobcheese.
Also, do you think like the crazy Bloody Marys
more Bobcheese? A Bloody Mary is, even though
it's alcohol,
but I still think a Bloody Mary is one of the most Bobcheese drinks you can order. Yeah, a Bloody Mary at night is like Bobcheese behavior. Do you disagree?
I think just you like it, so you're saying it's Bobcheese.
But can you imagine,
I love a Bloody Mary.
Can you imagine someone in Uggs ordering a Bloody Mary?
But Bloody Mary also screams brunch.
Brunch is the cheugiest thing.
That's the cheugiest meal of the day.
So true.
Unless you're getting bacon.
Yeah. I feel like the bacon maple bar from Voodoo Donuts is like the most Bobcheese food I can imagine.
It's both.
Really,
because it's sugary.
Because it's sugary.
But donuts
maple
are kind
is
of
like
Christian
Girl Autumn. Like a maple bar has a little Christian Girl Autumn in it. Because it's like maple from a maple tree.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And then like saying getting in line for a viral food reminded me I wanted to talk about what kind of current things we think like, because like the Dubai chocolate matcha stuff is all super cheugy, right?
Yes, like the boo-boos are cheugy.
Wait,
you think they're Bobcheese?
I think that they're Bobcheese. Like if we unless we just think that nothing current can be Bobcheese. But I would argue that some Bobcheese things are coming or are still around, at least, and still prevalent.
No, I think that things can definitely be Bobcheese now, but I don't think that Labubu's are Bobcheese because they're too like they're associated with wealth and status. Okay. Exactly. And it's like kind of cool to have. Which maybe then they're not cheugy yet, but I think they are.
Some of the Bobcheese things were cool at the time.
Yeah, I just don't think Labubu's, they're not enough counterculture. I mean, they kind of are a counterculture, but it's like...
But, like, this stuff was mainstream at the time. Like,
yeah.
Like, these kinds of memes, like, my life is... What was this? Like, my life is epic. My life, my life is average.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm trying to think of something right now that's really Bobcheese.
Okay, something that is still being produced right now, and I don't know when it started, but all of those like exploding kittens games, and I still see those being sold everywhere. Maybe they only came out recently, and that's definitely Bobcheese.
A lot of board games and like games in general are Bobcheese.
I agree.
More
the act of playing a board game in general is Bobcheese. People are drawn to that more.
And what about the Know Your Meme? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Know Your Meme. That's
because they're super outdated memes.
So it's a little... No, I still think that's more Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Though. Rick and Morty, I don't know if that's still on, but that's Bobcheese that's more recent. Anything that's like on Adult Swim, I don't know if that network still exists, but... very Bobcheese
and
to
I think some current memes have started to circle back to more Bobcheese stuff. Yes. Like really like screenshots of Family Guy and like SpongeBob.
Yes. And that meme format that's like a man in a black t-shirt talking to the woman with the blonde hair.
It's like the stick figures. And it's like the ones that are like my parents and when they were 30, buying a house. Me at 30, I'm waiting in line to get a Labubu.
Yes, like that meme is Bobcheese, but also the people pictured in the meme seem like Bobcheese people to me, because she has like red hair and this seems a little emo, and he also looks like he has tattoos. Maybe
she was blonde.
She's blonde.
But there is one with like a girl that looks kind of emo, I think, like short dark hair.
Yeah, I think so.
Are these like the Wojak memes, or is that
they're
like
in the same style?
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Because Wojak is definitely Bobcheese.
Definitely.
And like
Pepe. Wojak is like soy jack.
Oh.
I mean, Pepe is pure Bobcheese.
Which is interesting, because I think something we talked about was like the political spectrum.
Yeah.
I think it's like kind of like a horseshoe. Yeah. Like alt-right and like far left are both the Bobcheese.
Yeah. And being just like moderate. A DNC moderate is really cheughy. Hillary dabbing is cheughy.
Anything Hillary.
But it can be used in a Bobcheese way.
That's true.
I'm trying to think of something super contemporary that is Bobcheese to me. Like something happening right now.
I mean, a lot of like fashion things I feel like are using Bobcheese items, but like in a like nostalgic, ironic way. So like Crocs are very Bobcheese, but they're like kind of cool for the Gen Z kids.
Yes, totally.
And like also like wearing really baggy pants, I feel like is more Bobcheese than cheughy.
But skinny jeans are really Bobcheese. Yeah. Well, skinny jeans can be both.
The horseshoe theory of pants.
Hair clips that are items, like an oyster hair clip, is Bobcheese to me.
Depends on the item.
Or like a clip that's like a shrimp.
Okay, clip that's like shrimp is Bobcheese.
Okay, but I have a sardine clip, and I feel like that's more chewy.
Yeah.
Or I think...
Or martini would be super chewy.
Yeah. Should we compare some things? Like, what do you think is more Bobcheese? Weddings or graduations?
Graduations.
Yeah, weddings are cheughy. I've never been to a Bobcheese wedding.
I can imagine one. The very act of getting married is not Bobcheese, because there's something very lonely and solitary about Bobcheese things. It's like you have to be like
really online.
Like it's not possible to kiss in a Bobcheese manner.
But saying like my wife is kind of Bobcheese.
My wife. Yeah,
definitely,
but like
Bobcheese.
Saying my wife is almost like distancing yourself from really having a wife.
Okay, wait.
Anyone with a wife would never say my wife.
Every time you say my wife, you get a little closer to divorce.
I feel like getting married is like kind of Christian values, which is cheughy.
And like graduating, you could be like really like, get me out of this place.
But taking graduation photos is cheughy.
Mm-hmm. Walking the stage is cheughy.
Yeah, walking at graduation is cheughy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the most Bobcheese sport? I think like
table tennis.
I think like endurance sports like running and cycling are kind of Bobcheese.
Cross country is definitely
you can
Bobcheese.
Be like a little
nerdy.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say fencing probably is the most Bobcheese.
Like random ones. Okay, any sport that's like, you know, those underdog like rec league sports.
Oh yeah,
that's
like
really Bobcheese.
Yeah, definitely.
Is like joining a rec league sport as an adult.
Yes.
Quidditch.
Yeah.
LARPing, obviously.
Quidditch is the most Bobcheese sport. We should just block that in right now.
I don't know if anyone is still doing that.
They are.
For sure are.
Hannah went to a Quidditch birthday party like last year and like seriously hurt her ankle.
how to know you're getting too old to be playing Quidditch.
Hurting your ankle at a Quidditch game is super Bobcheese. It's like you never should have gotten up to begin with.
No.
Go back to gaming.
Kit knows a guy that tore his ACL catching a frisbee. That's pretty Bobcheese.
Ultimate Frisbee is super Bobcheese.
Yeah, that's true. And Dana, who taught me about Bobcheese, is really into Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh, makes sense. Would you say birth is cheugy and death is Bobcheese?
Being born is cheugy.
Because it's like, oh my god, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine like having your baby in a Bobcheese way.
Like you as a baby could be Bobcheese.
C-sections are Bobcheese.
Vaginal birth is cheugy.
What if your baby came out and you were like, oh, so random?
Yeah, being random is Bobcheese.
So like coming early is Bobcheese. Or baby.
Yeah,
like,
being
like
an ultra preemie is Bobcheese.
Yeah, preemie babies are kind of more Bobcheese for sure.
But the baby itself, like you as a baby, I think can be Bobcheese. Like more Bobcheese than cheugy if you're a little baby.
Yeah,
because you're shitting your diaper.
But like if your parents are taking photos of you with a sign that says like 1 month, that's like so cheugy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Death. I don't think death is Bobcheese though.
Really?
I think so because I feel like
it's also shitting.
I feel like a lot of those like Bobcheese YouTube videos, it's like people dying in like an explosion or like getting impaled by like a random spike.
Okay, let's compare some of our past communities. Like Labubu collectors versus trading card collectors. Who's more Bobcheese?
Obviously, trading card collectors. Thuzies versus shifters.
Thuzies are really Bobcheese.
Yeah, I kind of feel like shifters are also but shifting is so like romantically inclined that maybe it's not very Bobcheese.
I don't know. I feel like to me like shifters, it's really like an extension of fan fiction, and fan fiction is very Bobcheese to me.
But like when I was going on the Thuzies Facebook groups and stuff, like the memes were so Bobcheese.
Yeah.
But like think about a fan fiction, to Charlotte's point, where it's like your name talking to Draco, and then you say like that was random.
No, they definitely are both Bobcheese, but which one is more?
But like Manacled is kind of cheugy, right? Now that it's been like a published book. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Well, and like Twilight. Wait, no. 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fanfic, right? And now it's definitely cheugy.
Mm-hmm. But Twilight,
if it gets big enough, then it's cheugy.
Yeah,
like mainstream enough.
But like Hold On Tight, Spider Monkey is Bobcheese. I'm gonna say something also about Thuzies versus shifters is I feel like Thuzies are Bobcheese, but like it's a fine line because Disney adults are obviously cheugy.
Yeah. But Disney adults are tough because also kind of Bobcheese.
Yeah, like if you prefer the Haunted Mansion, if you're wearing a Jack Skellington t-shirt, that's a little Bobcheese because of death again.
Yeah, and like I don't know, just being really into cartoons is also just kind of Bobcheese.
Disney cartoons are pretty cheugy.
Yeah,
but what if it's like look for how many times in this old Disney movie they reference sex? Like that's Bobcheese. You know those videos that are like, look at the hidden
the subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
The movie is Bobcheese.
Oh my god, the movie is so Bobcheese.
No. Oh my god.
I'm gonna say Thuzies is more Bobcheese just because I think there's some shifters out there who are doing it purely for love, and that's not Bobcheese to me.
And also Thuzies are more niche than Disney adults. Like they're not just Disney adults.
Yeah.
I think I might say Thuzies are more cheugy because like going to a theme park is kind of more of a social activity.
Yeah, like touch grass.
Yeah, like you're touching grass. Yeah, you're touching metal.
So. Getting stapled is so cheugy. No, actually, the act of pressing your thighs up so you don't get stapled is super Bobcheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with it.
And like,
but we can agree to disagree.
Can you imagine like also videos of people like getting like thrown around, like fail videos on a roller coaster is super Bobcheese.
Oh, one of my favorite more recent this is not recent actually, this is so old, but those videos of people on that ride where like they pass out because it slingshots them so fast.
Oh yeah,
and then she wakes up and she's like, ah! You know those videos where she's like going in and out of consciousness. That's Bobcheese.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let me look at my notes. Okay, well, we don't want to get into how orca whales are not cheugy or Bobcheese.
We were trying to think of things on our alignment chart that aren't either, and it was really hard.
And the only thing we could think of was orca whales. But I actually think since that, we made this chart in 2021, and since then there's been all these videos of orca whales like ramming into boats and doing kind of like metal things, and a lot of memes around orca whales like taking back nature, and I think they have become Bobcheese.
I don't think they're quite there, but I can see.
The thing about orca whales like wearing dead salmon on their head,
so
that seems
Bobcheese.
Pretty Bobcheese.
I love when they do that.
So random.
Icon has dead salmon hat.
Something Bobcheese is, or is it cheugy? I think Bobcheese is like posting photos of bears and being like, if not friend, then why friendship?
Yes.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, I do feel like Bobcheese is kind of coming back because I'm trying to think about things in the meat. Okay, Deadpool is, I think, kind of modern and Bobcheese.
Yeah, anything superhero related for the most part is Bobcheese. Would you say?
Even though it's really mainstream?
I would say like Marvel is very Bobcheese and cheugy. That's a good example of both. The new Superman movie is pretty Bobcheese.
Have you seen?
And like there's this whole thing about how like being kind is punk, and I feel like that's kind of, well, you just gotta see it.
It's kind of cheugy too, though.
Yeah, it is, for sure it is. And he's like a hunk, which is kind of cheugy.
Amaya from Love Island calling herself a sensitive gangster is cheugy.
So cheugy. And Amaya Papaya is so cheugy.
Yeah, white women calling themselves any kind of
not
gangster.
White, though.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. It's okay. She's Dominican, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, like, you know,
spiritual gangster.
Gangster, that style
is cheugy.
Yeah. Namaste in bed.
Oh yeah.
Cheugy.
Yoga in general.
Yeah, like white women appropriating anything. Not white.
But I do think it's annoying that it's like only women doing these things. It's called cheugy.
Oh yeah, let's spend a little time talking about things men do that are cheugy.
Like the frat style, like the meme of the guy, like, you know, holding, that's like asking to buy drugs, and it's like button down, tucked into shorts.
Yes, yeah. And that's
like
cheugy. I would say
chubbies.
Chubbies are so cheugy.
It's like gotta be a little preppy, I guess.
Like working in finance.
I also think cheugy for men can lean more like the Portland aesthetic, like
I like that.
I'm wearing like suspenders and like I work at a farm to table you know, beard oil company.
A farm to table beard oil.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We take this oil straight from the farm and put it on your beard
or like
table.
Being really into like old bicycles can be kind of cheugy.
A man playing the ukulele is so cheugy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's just hipster.
Wearing linen. It's hipster in a millennial way. Like, I'm not talking about like
hipster is
Silver Lake. Like, yeah, I guess that's true.
You're talking about outdated. You're talking about, because cheugy has to be outdated.
So that's kind of funny. I could say a mustache on a man from Portland is cheugy, but a mustache on the finger of someone else as a tattoo is Bobcheese.
Wow.
I mean, I think these Portland men they're cheugy, but that's also Bobcheese. Like that whole aesthetic is pretty Bobcheese to be like playing vinyl records and like listening to Zooey Deschanel's band,
which is like not what they're doing anymore.
No,
but it is.
Wait,
cheugy.
do you think cheugy is inherently outdated? Because like people are still really into Stanley cups.
Yeah, I think
that's
cheugy.
super cheugy.
But it's like
it just has to be washed. Like it has to be.
Yeah, if it's still like. If it's just coming up as like a trend, I don't think it's cheugy. It's just like basic. Like basic is different than cheugy.
But I think it's getting to a point where like the trend cycles are so fast that things can be very new and still be cheugy. Like Labubu's, I think are cheugy, even though we like just became aware of them. Like, well, I
don't
became
think
aware
they're
of them.
cheugy. I just don't think they're either yet.
Yet to be sorted.
Yeah.
Sorting hat, Bobcheese.
I just think it's a false dichotomy.
No, you're so right, and I have to be careful about catching myself when I present them as opposites.
But there's not a third thing yet.
Something could just be trendy, or like and it's
like on trend right now.
On trend.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of more men things that are cheugy.
Yeah, I think.
Well, my baby back, baby. Is that cheugy or Bobcheese?
I feel commercials are kind of Bobcheese, like funny commercials.
Yeah,
the Sydney Sweeney jeans ad is cheugy to me,
but it's not like I think we should be careful about overusing the word cheugy just to say.
You're right.
Anything that's like commercialized, feminine, like
you're right.
Basic. Like it's a very specific thing.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sydney Sweeney selling her bathwater
is
in
kind
soap
of Bobcheese.
Is kind of she's selling it to Bobcheese people
because it's kind of incel.
Yeah,
because of the boobs.
No, do you know about the soap?
No,
she's selling soap infused with her bathwater that has a hole cut into the barbs. So.
Wait, there's a hole cut into the bar?
Yeah.
Oh
no.
I don't know. That's not childlike though, in the way that I want to keep Bobcheese. The hole being cut in is kind of Bobcheese though. I can't put my finger on it, but it's like I mean, I guess it's just the joke of it all. Yeah.
Like fleshlights are pretty Bobcheese.
So I guess it's not only childlike things.
No,
it's
like
also
horny.
It's like childlike or perverted.
Yeah. Totally.
The Bachelor, cheugy.
Oh, like the men on The Bachelor are cheugy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Playing football to me is pretty cheugy.
Like Super Bowl parties are cheugy for sure.
That meme that's like that's like the year is 2045. Like he comes up behind me and slaps my ass as I make the buffalo dip.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
Did you find that on iFunny?
I think
that's like trad wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna search. It's one of my favorite memes.
Trad wives, more cheugy.
I don't know if trad wife is either.
It's the third category that we're looking for.
It's just pure.
Yeah.
Oh, I know something that's really Bobcheese that's super contemporary.
Okay.
I think you should leave with Tim Robinson and Friendship the movie. Is like that is a very good example, in my opinion, of the revitalization of Bobcheese humor in the mainstream.
Yeah, for sure. All of us that leaned more Bobcheese early on, like that's really scratching an itch for us.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Here, it's a copy pasta. It's 2028. Your husband comes and smacks your butt as you're unplugging the crock pot full of buffalo chicken dip. Your friends have turned the dining room table into a beer pong tournament. The kids are laughing from the playroom. It's Super Bowl Sunday and your heart is full. like
Who is
she
that
posted that.
for?
The original poster posted that in a cheugy way, but like now using it as a copy pasta is like Bobcheese.
Thank you for explaining. I understand perfectly.
It was posted in 2018.
Wow. I was gonna say 2028 is like so soon.
Yeah. Like 3 years from now.
I want to know if, in 2028 if her dream has become a reality.
And she'll be watching Travis playing in the big game, Taylor on the radio.
I don't think it'd be hard for her to live out that fantasy. Like, that's pretty attainable.
Yeah, I hope she gets it.
Whoever she is. Should we say what we think are the most Bobcheese and cheugy parts of our personalities or our lives?
Okay. I'm still thinking of the most cheugy thing.
I mean, I have like some athleisure and wear it to yoga. That's pretty cheugy.
No, I'm going to go further. Just the fact that you're always drinking out of a water bottle is kind of cheugy to me. How water bottle motivated you are.
Using single-use plastic is not cheugy. But using a reusable water bottle is.
Drinking straight from the tap is Bobcheese.
Like, I need my baba is like cheugy to me.
Okay.
I would say the most Bobcheese thing about me is that I'm an avid consumer of Jake and Amir content in 2025.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's pretty Bobcheese.
Yeah. Like keeping up with like college humor creatives is very Bobcheese.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say, I mean, I make sourdough bread. That's pretty cheugy. No?
Salt.
I consume a lot of cheugy content. Like, well, I mean, I don't think it's that cheugy. It's just, like, again, I'm conflating it with just being basic and girly. Like, I watch
like
a lot of reality TV,
pretty.
like Housewives and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Housewives is that cheugy. I feel like it'd be more cheugy to, like, be really into, like, The Bachelor and, like, rewatching, like, Princess Diaries.
those two things.
Or, like, rom-coms. Like, being, like, just, like, I love my cozy Sunday watching rom-coms, which sounds nice. But as for Lawrence, more Bobcheese or cheugy.
Bobcheese.
But I don't know, like when people would be like, she's my spirit animal.
Having a spirit animal is actually kind of even split between Bobcheese and cheugy.
I agree. I think Jennifer Lawrence in part, underwent not a cancellation, but was so cast aside in the late 2010s because she's Bobcheese, because she dared to have a sense of humor online.
I feel like it's kind of the opposite. I feel like she was extremely popular and then that humor became out of style and it became cheugy. Like, so
that's an example of cheugy humor.
Like the saying, humor would be pizza. Like, yeah, exactly. Like fries before guys.
Fries before guys is really cheugy. Yeah.
It took us the whole pod to get there.
We landed this plane. I would say the cheugiest thing about me is that I order lavender coffee a lot. I guess also like
it would
dating a man.
Yeah,
being engaged.
Duh. The
planning a wedding.
Yeah, again. Being engaged. So what is
Bobcheese that I do? Having a butter phone case.
Yeah,
being a math major. Not washing your face.
Doxed.
No, I would say
already doxed myself on the last pod.
Maybe doing Ariel is a little Bobcheese.
Oh, circus arts is kind of
circus art. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, Shar.
I feel like I give off a pretty Bobcheese energy at baseline. Maybe like wearing a lot of graphic tees. Even as an adult. I don't know.
Baking sourdough.
I guess it's a little cheugy because it's a little outdated now since it was so like 2020 core.
Like COVID was a little cheugy.
I don't know. I think the act of being sick was Bobcheese, but the pandemic and lockdown is cheugy. And like,
yeah, and being like, did everyone test?
But also like but also I think having like parties during the pandemic was like more cheugy energy, whereas Bobcheese would be being like, stay away from me, and like locking yourself at home.
That's a great point, because I feel like the people that you see now that are like still wearing a mask everywhere lean way more Bobcheese.
Like a lot of masks had like Bobcheese jokes on them.
Yeah,
some were kind of cheugy too, but
yeah.
The masks that have the little window so you can see your smile.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, definitely disgusting.
Definitely Bobcheese, though. Seeing your smile is Bobcheese. Yeah. Tell us what you think.
Is this real?
I mean, it's definitely real.
I wonder if there's any other terms that are used for this.
Yeah. I do feel like it fills a linguistic gap. Because we all know what we're talking about.
Thank you. It's very evocative.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say one other thing about Bob and cheese. Okay, well, some of this will just be in the meme dump, but a shirt that says fromage de Bob is cheugy and Bobcheese, because like
what is fromage de Bob?
Because
like
French
cheese,
stuff,
but French stuff is so cheugy. Like wanting to go to Paris is like cheugy. You don't think fromage de Bob?
I'm like, why would that be a shirt other than like
we're gonna make it.
Yeah, that'll be the first Scenester Sisters merch,
because it walks the line so hard. Fromage de Bob. No, you hate it.
I love it personally. That's a graphic tee I would wear.
I thought of a dessert that I think is Bobcheese.
Okay.
Pie.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like people thought pie was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially on Pie Day.
Yeah, pie is super Bobcheese. You're so right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was our roundtable on Bobcheese.
We'll try to get Fred on the pod as a member of the community. Fred, if you're listening,
send in what you think is Bobcheese. It's a call to action.
And then speaking of sending stuff in, we have an awesome Scenester Sister email to read. This is about our Stan accounts episode. Hi, friends. Okay, first of all, I loved the app, and the Stan accounts you interviewed were so sweet. I loved them. First, I was thinking about Lil Nas X's roots as a Stan account the whole episode. Very glad that Hannah mentioned him. It also made me think of Brockhampton. They all met on a Kanye West Discord/fan chat, which is similar.
What?
More like what you guys thought Kaya would be into. I also wanted to shout out my favorite Taylor Swift Stan account, which I'm sure is hated by Taylor herself, Dr. Brian Licious.
Oh, yeah.
He is very funny because my impression is that he did start out as your normal Stan account, or at least slightly normal, but really has morphed into being unable to give a serious update. I'm no Brian Stan, but it does seem like his change in tone is mostly being disenchanted with Taylor Swift politics of it all, which is fair. I would love if you interviewed him. He is so funny. Finally, I have not read this book, but have always wanted to read Everything I Need I Get From You, which is about early internet stan culture and the girls who fostered it.
Ooh.
I am a former super Wholockian, people who are fans of Supernatural, Doctor Who,
very
Bobcheese, the BBC adaptation.
Wait, and what was the last one? The Sherlock BBC adaptation. Oh, that's so Bobcheese.
On Tumblr, and was so into the fandom of it all that I would join a fandom before or without even watching the source material. I'm not into it anymore, but it is something near and dear to my heart. XOXO Meggie.
Wow. Love. That was an amazing email.
I know.
Yeah.
Lots to unpack.
Can you read the name of that group again, a super Hulakian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so Bobcheese.
Yeah. The Brockhampton all meeting on Kanye is so funny because I feel like Kanye would hate their music.
That's
Really?
crazy. You think you would like?
I don't know.
They're so like Gen Z queer, like.
Are they even Gen Z? I almost feel like they're millennial. Like,
yeah,
because I guess they've been popular a long time, or are they even popular anymore?
I feel like Brockhampton gets so much hate, and I don't really know why. But I also like to just not know
and participate in the hate.
Even though I do like some of their music.
Some of their music.
Just like to pile on.
I feel like really uncomfortable talking about this. Like I really like don't want
out
to
of
be
your depth.
Yeah, but also I'm just like, I feel like they get so much hate that I'm scared to align myself with them or against them. I just like
we have a podcast, Kaya. You
really
can't be afraid of
I really don't want to get into Brockhampton.
You're gonna
Please
remain
don't make
neutral.
me talk about that. Well, that was an amazing
I really want to read that book.
Me too.
I put a hold on it.
Also,
Yeah,
I would love to talk to Brian
Licious.
Yeah. I'm very familiar with their content. He's really funny.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, Maggie.
Thanks. Email us at notmyscenepod@gmail.com. Any thoughts on this episode? Any topics you want to see us cover? And tell your friends. Keep sharing the gospel of Not My Scene.
Bye.
Thanks, Shar.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Charlotte.
having me.